You've probably heard there's now no tax on tips. Sounds like a waitress keeps every dollar in the jar, right? Not quite. The law that created it, the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, signed July 4th, 2025, caps that break at $25,000 and never touches the Social Security and Medicare taken out of every paycheck. Misunderstand that one detail, and you could leave hundreds of dollars sitting on the table this filing season. So let me walk you through how the 5 biggest 2026 changes actually move your money. And none of this is financial advice, just the plain mechanics so you can run your own numbers. Picture your whole year of income as water poured into a bucket. The government doesn't tax the bucket itself, it taxes the water sitting inside it. A deduction is a ladle. Every time you qualify for one, you scoop a little water out before the tax gets calculated. Less water in the bucket, smaller bill. That single picture explains everything coming next. Here's the part the headlines quietly skip. A deduction lowers the water level. It does not make your income truly tax-free, and it does not mail you a check. Payroll taxes for Social Security and Medicare still get pulled from every paycheck first, before any of this applies. So no tax on tips really means a bigger ladle for tipped workers. Hold that ladle in your mind, because all 5 changes are just different ladles. I'll admit, the first time I read a headline like this in my 20s, I genuinely thought it meant free money hitting my account. It doesn't work like that, and confusing the two cost me a smarter plan for months. Let's make sure that doesn't happen to you. Almost every 2026 change traces back to one 870-page law. Follow the chain. Back in 2017, an earlier tax cut roughly doubled the standard deduction. But to sneak past Senate budget rules, most of it was written to expire at the end of 2025. That expiration date is why lawmakers scrambled. Without action, tens of millions of households would have watched their ladle shrink and their rates jump on January 1st, 2026. The new bill was the answer to that cliff. Because one party held only 53 of 100 Senate seats, they used a special process to skip the usual 60-vote hurdle. The Senate passed it 51-50, with the vice president breaking the tie. It locked the lower 2017 rates in place permanently, then bolted on 5 fresh scoops aimed at workers, homeowners, and seniors. Let's take them one at a time. Ladle number 1 is the one everybody gets automatically. The standard deduction. Strip away the jargon, and it's simply a chunk of income the government agrees not to tax, no receipts required. For 2026, a married couple filing together scoops out $32,200, up from $31,500. A single filer removes $16,100. Head of household takes $2,450. You don't itemize, you don't dig through shoeboxes of receipts. Why does that matter for your wallet? Roughly 9 in 10 filers take the standard deduction instead of itemizing. So for most people watching, this is the single biggest scoop out of the bucket, and it happens with zero effort. When the ladle grows faster than a small pay bump, less of your water gets taxed. Think of it as a quiet raise you never had to negotiate with your boss. Ladle number 2 is the famous one. Let me make it concrete with Isha, a 24-year-old barista earning about $19,000 in wages, plus a steady stream of tips. Under the new rule, she can deduct her qualified tips up to $25,000 on her return. That tip water comes out of the bucket before income tax is figured. But here's the trap tucked inside the good news. Her Social Security and Medicare were already taken from every paycheck she earned. The tip break shrinks her income tax only, not those payroll taxes. So Aisha isn't suddenly working tax-free. She's holding a bigger ladle for one specific kind of income. Real money, but a narrower win than the word no tax makes it sound. Ladle number 3 rewards the extra hours. Meet Ben, 38, a warehouse worker who clocks heavy overtime most weeks. The bill lets him deduct the premium half of his overtime pay, the extra bump above his normal hourly rate, not the whole check. Say that premium added up to $8,000 across the year. That's $8,000 scooped straight out of his taxable bucket, dropping his income tax bill. Now you might be thinking, great, so I'll just pile on overtime and pay nothing? Slow down. The deduction only covers the premium portion, not your entire overtime paycheck. It also phases out as your income climbs higher, so it's a genuine ladle, but for high earners, it's got a slow leak in the bottom. The lesson: match the tool to your actual paycheck before you plan around it. Ladle number 4 is the one homeowners in expensive states have been begging for. It's called the SALT cap, the limit on how much state and local tax you're allowed to deduct. For years, it was frozen at $10,000, which stung anyone in a high-tax area. The new law lifts that ceiling all the way to $40,000, edging up to about $40,400 in 2026. Picture Devin, 45, in a high-tax state paying $18,000 a year in state income and property taxes combined. Under the old $10,000 ceiling, $8,000 of that just sat in the bucket, fully taxed, no relief. Now his ladle stretches to cover the entire $18,000. For a household buried under heavy state taxes, that can mean thousands of dollars pulled out before the tax rate ever touches it. But there's a fifth ladle almost nobody is talking about, and if you have a parent over 65, it could quietly save them thousands. Stay with me for this one. Ladle number 5 is the senior bonus. Anyone 65 or older gets an extra $6,000 deduction stacked right on top of the standard one, up to $12,000 for a qualifying couple. Let me make it real with Grace, 68, living on a modest pension and Social Security. That extra $6,000 scoop can pull her taxable income low enough that a chunk of her Social Security slips out from under the tax entirely. For a retiree on a fixed income, that's not a rounding error. That's the difference between a tight month and a comfortable one. So if this is you or your mom or dad, this ladle is worth a hard look. Here's the thing, the celebration around all this skipped over. 4 of these 5 ladles are borrowed, not bought. Let me say that plainly because it changes how you should plan. The tip deduction, temporary. The overtime deduction, temporary. The senior bonus, temporary. All of them are scheduled to vanish after 2028 unless lawmakers renew them. And that generous $40,000 SALT cap for homeowners? It's set to snap right back down to $10,000 in 2030. So the bucket you're planning around today is not the bucket you'll have in a few years. The scoops are sitting on a timer. Build your entire budget assuming they're permanent. And you could get a cold surprise when the ladles get pulled away and your taxable water rises again. A tax break with an expiration date isn't a gift. It's a loan you'll feel the day it ends. Quick gut check before we go further. Of the 5 so far, do you already know which one is yours? Keep it in mind because the next part is about turning that into an actual number on your return. So what do you actually do with all this? 3 moves, no accountant required. Step 1. Figure out which ladle is even yours. Most people simply take the standard deduction, $32,200 for a couple, $16,100 single, and stop right there. And honestly, that's fine for millions. But if tips or overtime are a big slice of your pay, or you're 65 plus, or you live somewhere with brutal state taxes, you've got an extra scoop waiting to be claimed. Step 2. Check your paperwork. Employers now report tips in a special box on your W-2, and there are new forms for things like car loan interest. Here's why that matters. The deduction lives or dies on the reporting. If your W-2 or 1099 doesn't show the right numbers in the right place, your ladle simply won't work when you file. Look before you assume it's handled. Step 3. Separate your paycheck from your refund in your head. Payroll taxes still leave every single check, no matter what these deductions say. These breaks show up when you file your return, as a smaller bill or a bigger refund the following year, not as a fatter paycheck this Friday. Expect the wrong one and you'll feel cheated by a system that's actually working as designed. And here's the piece most people skip entirely. The tax year and the filing year are not the same thing. Your 2026 numbers, that $32,200 ladle, the roughly $40,400 SALT cap, apply to the return you'll file in early 2027. The return you're filing right now uses the 2025 figures. Mix those two up, and you'll end up planning your whole year around the wrong bucket. Now step back and look at the full picture. Notice what none of these 5 changes actually did. They didn't lower the tax rate on the water. The top rate is still 37%. The brackets barely nudged for inflation. What changed? is how much water you're allowed to scoop out before the rate ever touches it. That's the real game, not the rate everyone argues about, but the level left in the bucket. So the smartest question isn't, how do I pay a lower rate? It's which ladles am I legally allowed to use, and when do they disappear? Answer that, and you've understood more about these headlines than most people who voted on the bill. So tell me in the comments, which of the 5 ladles is actually yours? The standard deduction, the $25,000 tip break, overtime, the $40,000 SALT cap, or the $6,000 senior bonus? And if you've got a parent over 65 who's never heard of that last one, consider this your nudge to send it their way. As always, none of this is financial advice, just the plain mechanics, so you can run your own numbers with your eyes wide open.